Elementary school, second grade, my teacher gave me a task to choose a topic for elementary science fair. And 9 years old is enough to know that making a spacecraft that can travel around the universe or turning an iron into gold is impossible. But still, I want to do something very unique and new for my project. And I really thought about it a lot. I thought about it for a lot of time. And one day, walking across the street, heading to the school, and enjoying the shade made by a tall tree, I found that I know nothing about this grateful tree. So there were no smartphones at that time, so I just broke one stick from the tree and gave it to my teacher. However, the teacher didn't even know what the tree is. So I was really shocked, and I thought that I want to know about this tree and learn about this tree. So at that moment, the idea that changed my lifetime relationship with the tree or the nature and myself came to me. I decided to make a tree map for my winter science fair, which means that, which contains the information about where the tree is and what the tree is in our elementary school is. And I think that you will not see the you can actually visualize how my tree map looks like. And this is how my tree map looks like. This is a real map of my elementary school, and there are many symbols here. You can see many symbols here, and each symbol indicates one species of a tree. And like you can see there, those star-shaped trees are maple tree, and those clover-shaped trees was, I think it was, clover-shaped tree was, yeah, well, it indicates something. Yeah, every symbol indicates some tree. Yeah, and there are 31 symbols in this map, and it means that our elementary school has 31 species of a tree. But as I was making this tree map, there are many difficulties while making this tree map because the school didn't teach me anything about the tree or the tree species, just maybe something like a maple tree or some popular trees. So I didn't know a lot about the tree, so I had many difficulties. And one of the difficulties that I had was that the school is too big for me. I was just a little girl, a 9-year-old girl, know nothing about the tree. But the school is too big, and there are about like 200 trees there, and it was impossible for me to just observe this tree for one day. So I divided my school in 8 parts, like you can see here, and devoted 1 week per an area to search for a tree and locate where a tree is, and revise if I have some trees that I missed. And using this problem, using this method, I could locate where the trees are on my elementary school. But the most important and most difficult problem that I had was that I didn't know what the tree is. And knowing what the tree is the most important aspect that I have to overcome in my project. So, like you may not like realize how this is so hard for me. So this is the Russian word, and just seeing the tree and telling me to know what the species is, it seems like giving you this word and tell me what this word means. And I really had a lot of difficulty there. And so, yeah, and you can see what these trees are. You can even know what trees are. So I could just like say that this is something by my before the knowledge that I had. And this can be a little bit difficult for you, but you know, right? You know it is right. The left one is the not pine tree, and the right one is the pine tree. You can just find this easily from the encyclopedia, so it was easy for me to clarify these trees. But when I see this leaf on the top side, I was really shocked, and I just couldn't believe that I have to figure out what the species of this tree is. And I almost wanted to like give up this project when I saw this leaf, but I just think again, and I have to do this. And I watched at the bark, and its bark is mostly brown, but it has some reddish tint there. And also I looked at its flower. Its flower is a little bit red, and it has 6 petals on it. And its fruit, it is an oval shape, and it is made in October. So using all of these characteristics, I found out that this tree is myrtle, 해롱나무 in Korean. So it was really a hard job, but yeah, I finally did it. And to make this procedure a little bit more specifically, I made a tree guide for myself. And in there is a leaf. I dried the leaf I pulled out the leaf from the tree and dried it, and I wrote some information about flowers or fruits or nuts that I can clarify after. And then using these guides, I can ask this to some tree specialists and other people and clarify the tree, what the tree is. And by doing this, I earned a grand prize from the Winter Science Fair, and it was given to the local science fairs and also got a lot of appraisals. But through overcoming these obstacles that the tree map gave me, I learned a lot of things from them. And one of the things that I learned was that I learned how to do the science research and learn the method of it. But the most important thing that I learned from this project was that nature consists the people's life, and people have to try hard to know about it. And the school doesn't teach me about the nature, and adults don't teach me about the nature, but I have to learn about it myself and try to know about it. And I want to say to teachers, parents, and administrators, and all the young adults who will be one of them, I want to insist today that the education about the nature and our ecosystem is really essential for the children's future. And these days, education is becoming more complex, and it just focuses on the development and not on the nature. So, but however, if you imagine that in the future there might be some situations that we cannot use the technology, and we have to use our nature to survive. And in these situations, it doesn't have to be a tree map, it can be other things, but whatever the methods are, the opportunities that children can encounter with the amazing nature should be provided by the adults. Thank you for listening.